Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today's topic is one I'm genuinely passionate about and I think you'll enjoy it as well. So you've been watching all those American travel hackers on YouTube racking up hundreds of thousands of points with their Chase Sapphire cards and American Express Platinum, and you thought, yeah, that's nice, but I live in Europe. None of this applies to me. I get it. I've been there. For years, I watched those videos with a mix of fascination and frustration because the European credit card game is completely different. We don't have those insane sign up bonuses. We don't have cards that give you 5 points per dollar on travel. It's just not the same. But here's the thing. In 2026, we Europeans finally have a weapon that's sitting right in our pockets, and most of us don't even realize it. I'm talking about Revolut and their RevPoint system. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn your everyday spending, your morning coffee, your grocery shopping, that new phone you were going to buy anyway, into a business class flight to Japan. You don't need to be rich. You don't need an American credit card. You just need a strategy. So if you've ever dreamed of turning left when you board a plane instead of right, stick with me. This could genuinely change how you travel. Let's start with the basics. RevPoints are Revolut's loyalty currency. You can think of them as the new gold for European travel hacking. Most people earn them accidentally and then do absolutely nothing with them. That's like mining Bitcoin and forgetting the password. Here's the first reality check. If you're serious about flying in business class to Japan, the earn rate on the free plans is much slower. You can still earn and transfer Rev points on Standard or Plus. It's just less efficient. On Standard, you earn 1 Rev point per 10 in local currency. On Premium, 1 Rev point per 4. Now compare that with the top tiers. Metal, 1 Rev point per 2 spent, about 5 times faster than Standard. Ultra, 1 Rev point per 1 spent, about 10 times faster than Standard. If Japan is your goal, like mine is, Metal or Ultra isn't a luxury, it's the engine, they cost money. But business class to Japan costs around 4,000 euros in cash. Perspective matters. Next, spare change / roundups. Every time you spend 4 euros and 60 cents, Revolut rounds it to 5 euros. That 40 cents, converted into Rev points. It sounds small? It's not. This is passive accumulation. You don't feel it, you don't think about it, and over a year, it can very realistically add up to hundreds or even thousands of extra points, depending on how much you spend. Turn it on. Forget about it. Revolut Shops, the cheat code. Now this is where it gets fun. Inside Revolut, there's Revolut Shops. You can buy from brands you already use. Think big retailers, electronics, fashion, travel sites, but you do it through the app or using their links. Partner lists and rates change frequently and vary by country, but multipliers can go up to 10 times, 15 times, sometimes even 20 times during promotions. Let me give you a hypothetical example. You buy a new iPhone, 1,200 euros. If you happen to catch a 20 times shops promotion on that purchase, that's 24,000 Rev points from one transaction. That's not points collecting. That's points printing. Is 20 times guaranteed? No. But if you get into the habit of checking shops before big purchases, you'll be shocked how often you can multiply your earn rate without spending a cent more. Revolut Stays and travel portals. And finally, Revolut Stays. Hotels are expensive, which is great because Revolut rewards expensive things. When you book hotels through Revolut Stays, you typically earn more Rev points than on a normal card purchase, roughly around 2 times your usual earn rate, and sometimes more when Revolut runs limited time promos on stays. If you don't want to use Revolut Stays for a particular trip, you still have options. Many major airlines have hotel booking portals or co-branded pages where you earn miles or avios directly for your stay. Think of it as book your hotel, get airline miles on top. Here's the trick. Go through the airline's hotel portal, enter your frequent flyer number so you earn miles or avios for the stay. Then, at checkout, if you see Revolut Pay as a payment option and there's an active promo, you can sometimes stack extra Rev points on top of the airline miles. In past promotions, Revolut Pay has offered up to 10 times Rev points on certain travel purchases and partners, but this depends heavily on your country, the partner, and the exact campaign running at that time. It's not guaranteed. It's an opportunity you watch for. By routing your booking via an airline portal to earn miles and paying with Revolut or Revolut Pay when it's offering boosted Rev points, you're effectively getting paid twice for the same hotel room. Miles in your airline account and Rev points in your Revolut account. Just a few important notes so you don't get burned. Always check that the price through the airline's portal is similar to the public price on booking.com or the hotel's own site. Sometimes Genius or other discounts don't apply. Make sure your ad blockers are off so the tracking works and your miles post correctly. Revolut Pay needs to be visible at checkout for the stacking to even be possible, and availability still depends on your region and ongoing deals, airline partners, Japan routes, and realistic expectations. Now, let's talk about what you can actually do with those RevPoints. As of now, Revolut partners include Air France and KLM's Flying Blue, several Avios programs like British Airways, Executive Club, and Qatar Airways Privilege Club, Finnair Plus, now also using Avios, Turkish Airlines. Transfers are usually one-to-one. One RevPoint becomes 1 mile or one Avios, and sometimes better during transfer bonus promos. There isn't one best program, but a few options regularly give strong value for Europeans aiming at Japan in business class. Award prices move around, so think in ranges and sweet spots rather than fixed numbers. Qatar Airways Privilege Club uses Avios and lets you book Europe, Doha, Japan routes in business class, often with Q Suite on many flights. Typical one-way business awards from Europe to Japan via Doha fall roughly in the 70,000 to 95,000 Avios range, depending on your starting city, the date, and which Avios program you book through. Treat these as ballparks, not guaranteed prices. Starting from major European cities served by Qatar, for example Madrid, Milan, Munich, and many others, gives you more options and better chances to find seats. But availability always depends on the specific dates you search, so flexibility is key here. Flying Blue promo rewards. Air France and KLM's Flying Blue publishes monthly promo rewards with discounts on specific routes, and Japan does appear from time to time. Standard one-way business awards between Europe and Japan are often in the 70,000 to 90,000 miles range or higher. So if you see something near the bottom of that band, that's a win. When Japan shows up in promo rewards, the discount can knock that price down significantly. But seats are limited and the exact routes and dates change every month. Flexibility on airports and travel dates is your real superpower here. Finnair Plus now runs on Avios and uses a region-based chart for long haul. That can work really well for flights between Helsinki, Finland, and Asia. A round-trip business class award between Finland and Asia is typically 100 to 25,000 Avios, so you can think of a one-way Helsinki to Tokyo business seat as being in the roughly 60,000 to 65,000 Avios zone when booked through Finnair Plus. Routing via Helsinki is geographically efficient for much of Europe-Japan travel, and Finnair's long-haul business product is solid, with generally lower surcharges than some other European carriers on many routes. How RevPoints fit into this? Once you've built up RevPoints, you move them one-to-one into programs like Avios or Flying Blue and then go hunting for these sweet spots, instead of fixating on one magical 70,000 to Japan number. And here's a pro tip that can save you a lot of points. Wait for transfer bonuses. A few times, Revolut has run promotions where you get 20% or more bonus miles when transferring to certain partners. If you're not in a rush, timing your transfer with one of these promos can be the difference between just missing business class and comfortably affording it. Let me show you what this looks like in practice. Let's build a realistic but still powerful one-year plan. You're on the Ultra plan, spending about 2,000 euros per month on regular expenses, rent, groceries, going out, utilities, whatever falls under eligible spend. That's 2,000 points per month, or 24,000 points over the year. You've also got roundups activated. Let's say that conservatively adds another 50 points per month. Over a year, that's about 600 extra points you didn't even think about. During the year, you need to upgrade your phone. You are going to spend 1,200 euros anyway, but instead of walking into a random shop, you buy it through Revolut Shops during a 20 times promo. That alone could be around 24,000 points from one purchase. You take 2 holidays during the year, let's say a week in Portugal and a long weekend in Italy. You book both through Revolut Stays, assuming an enhanced earn rate on stays and maybe a promo on one of them. That 600 euro hotel in Portugal and 400 euro in Italy could reasonably generate something in the ballpark of 5,000 to 10,000 points combined. Instead of just the base earn you'd get paying with a normal card. And maybe you bought a few other things through Revolut Shops during the year. Some new trainers, a jacket, Christmas gifts. Let's stay conservative and call that another 5,000 points from various smaller multipliers. Add it all up. Approximately 24,000 from regular spending, approximately 600 from roundups, up to approximately 24,000 from the phone If you catch a 20 times promo, maybe 5,000 to 10,000 from hotels through stays and or travel offers, approximately 5,000 from other shops purchases. You're now in the rough neighborhood of 55,000 to 60,000 plus rev points in a year without changing your lifestyle, just changing where you click and how you pay. From there, one good Avios or Flying Blue sweet spot or a well-timed promo or transfer bonus can absolutely put a one-way business class seat to Japan within reach. In the right promo reward or off-peak situation, you might even mix business one way and economy back and cover most of it with points. This isn't fantasy math. It's genuinely achievable in 12 months if you're intentional. You move your spend through Revolut, you leverage shops and stays when the numbers make sense, and you time your transfers smartly. So, to wrap up, most Europeans are loyal to the wrong programs. They collect points that expire, devalue, buy them nothing memorable. Stop collecting supermarket points that get you 50 cents off a carton of milk. Stop using bank cards that give you nothing in return. Move your everyday spending onto Revolut, understand these multipliers, and actually use them strategically. RevPoints are flexible, transferable, and powerful if you know what you're doing. What Revolut plan are you currently on? Have you been collecting RevPoints without really knowing what to do with them? Drop a comment down below. And if this video helped you see that business class isn't just for the wealthy, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications.